Hello, hello, and welcome to Art Snack. Art Snack is that time of day when we take just a short break from our hectic schedule to talk about art. My name is Jennylynd James, and I'm an artist specializing in acrylic paintings of musicians and singers. With me today is Simone Jacelon, all the way from Trinidad and Tobago. Hello, Simone.
Hi, how are you guys doing?
Thank you so much for joining me today. Sincerely appreciate it. So Simone, tell us a little bit about how you got started as an artist.
Sure. So I have always enjoyed art ever since I was a child. And I was encouraged a lot by the people around me. My parents were very encouraging. Yeah. And they signed me up in different art courses and, supplied me with all the things that I needed. My grandmother was a preschool teacher, and so we always had craft supplies at her house, fun times, fun things. And when I got into secondary school, we had an excellent art teacher, Cheryl Raymond, and she kind of fanned the flames of my art passion. Wonderful. And that's where I did a lot of, or delved more into acrylic painting, and at the time, lino printing.
Right. And so what art forms are you passionate about, or what artwork do you do at the moment?
At the moment, I do acrylic paintings.
Yes.
I still have a passion for acrylic paint, and the colors are vibrant. I can move them around the way I like. They dry quickly.
Yes.
I'm an impatient person, so I like.
Right. I'm the same way. I just use acrylic at the moment.
because you get the results you want, I think, quickly.
Yes. And it's quite forgiving, and you can paint over it if you don't like exactly what you see.
Exactly, I agree completely. Yes, you could just paint over a piece, wait 5 minutes, and then go back into it. I like that about it too. And I do paper collages.
Collages, okay.
Mostly with found bits of paper, gift bags and old gift wrapping paper and all kinds of paper.
Yes.
And the thing I'm most interested in developing and most passionate about currently is clay sculpting.
Okay, wonderful. So
those are the three that I do currently. Last couple of years, those are what I've been focusing on.
Right. Thank you.
Yeah.
So please show me some samples of your acrylic painting. Anything you would like to share today?
So I have two examples over the shoulder of acrylic work.
Yes. Oh, beautiful. So what is this piece called?
This piece is called Out of the Blue.
Yes.
So the messages of all of my work, no matter what media, it is about hope and about overcoming obstacles, about being a better self. And Out of the Blue is the fact that, you might be trudging along, you might be working and not seeing things happening, and then out of the blue, things will turn around. So you continue to have hope.
Yes. Beautiful.
Thank you. And then we have this one. They were done together as almost like a pair, and this one is called Garden of Solace.
Oh.
And solace is a word and a term I use a lot in the names of my paintings, also to describe not just my paintings, my work in general, and to describe many of the names of my pieces have solace in it. Solace is the name of my daughter who was born still.
Oh, okay.
And I use that experience of being better over bitter, to influence my work. This is an example of a paper collage.
Oh, okay. Yes, let's see this one.
The themes are very, the forms and so are very similar.
Yes. Oh, lovely. So you have what that material is. It looks like
What do you think it is?
You know, the doilies that you put on the
It
cake.
is.
Right, right.
Yes,
right.
there's several paper doilies in different colors. That's
Yes.
absolutely correct.
Yes, yes.
Collages, I like using found objects.
Right.
And I have this thing with the doilies. I don't know what, I have to try to investigate that further, but I love these doilies so much.
Yeah, they're so pretty and delicate looking, so it makes gives the image a soft touch, very feminine.
I even use them as stencils. The doilies have been used as stencils.
Oh,
These paintings as
okay.
well.
Right, right, right. Beautiful. And so with the sculpture now, do you have some pieces we can look at? And this is it clay?
It is clay.
Oh.
And these ones I call my solace angels. At the beginning of lockdown, I started, you know, when we were all thrust into being at home and all these different emotions, and I made 2 of them, kind of keeping me company on my desk while I worked. Right. And then I started making others in different positions with different features, different kinds of wings.
Right, right.
That's one example of a solace angel. And here is another. As I said, they have different, you know, different positions, seated in different positions, different hair, different expressions.
Right, right.
One more of those I can show you. So I'll tell you a little story about my solace angels as well. So they have they're very round shaped, and
yes,
I was inspired by sitting on my back porch, a bumblebee on some flowers.
Okay.
Because there's a legend about the bumblebee. I think it's been disproven scientifically, but it was said that they shouldn't be able to fly because their wings are so small.
Oh.
That reminded me of us, like we go through hard things, and so we shouldn't be able to fly. But once we have a little bit of faith, no matter how small it is, faith like a mustard seed, we can fly. And so those are my solace angels. Just a few examples of my solace angels.
Yes, and I would like to pull up the work that you sent me. I'm going to pull up the video.
Sure.
And show that piece as well. And can you describe what we are seeing here?
Certainly. So I'm smiling because I love her so much. Her name is Ayuri, right? And Ayuri is our native people's name for the island of Trinidad.
Yes.
It was made first to celebrate this time of year, Independence, Republic, that sort of thing. And she is very similar to some other sculptures I'll show you, because she doesn't look like the Solace Angel series. She looks more like another series that I have some examples I can show you. But all of her elements remind me of what is us, like Trinidad, and what we can be proud of. Okay. So as a twin island nation, expanding more from Trinidad and Tobago. But so Trinidad and Tobago, our national flower, start from the top and come down. Our national flower is Chiconia, and her hair is Chiconia petals.
Oh, okay.
And on her back, well, Ayuri, there's a debate now whether Ayuri just means island or island of the hummingbird. Nonetheless, whichever way it means, we have a huge variety of hummingbirds' hair. Yeah. So her wings are designed in the shape of hummingbird wings.
Yes.
And most of my sculptures have wings and or halos and those kinds of elements. So she has hummingbird wings.
Angel theme. Okay.
Yeah. And then her accessories, her adornments are I looked up some Amerindian drawings.
Yes.
You know, and how they would adorn themselves. And the black shininess is supposed to be our mineral wealth.
Yes, the oil and the pitch, the bitumen. Okay.
Correct. And in her belly, she's birthed or she carries a steel pan.
Oh, yes. So that is a significant
Yes. because it came out of us. I mean, it
Yes.
literally, steel pan was birthed out of Trinidad. And
Yes.
that's what I wanted to represent. So I put it in her belly. And it just worked out well, right? Because I mean, the position of where the pan falls and all of that is kind of like in where the area where you would play it and so, but it came out of us. And she's also made by our local clay that's dug up right here in Trinidad.
Oh, okay.
So the whole of her, to me, speaks of us and of who we are.
Yes.
And yes, I really enjoyed making her, and I'm happy with how she turned out.
Yes, yes, beautiful work and lots of interesting symbols throughout the piece.
Thank you. And so, as I was saying, she is a part of another series, not the Solace Angel series, but a series that I'm still delving into and developing, which I call Venuses, and she's a part of that series. And why I call them Venuses is, you know, in the Paleolithic period, they've unearthed these, what they call Venus sculptures, right? So little sculptures of female figures. And it's very funny because they call them Venuses, though the word, of course, Venus would not have been coined when they would have been made.
At the time, right,
yes,
right.
But the people who discovered them, it reminded them of Venuses and so on. That's how they got branded. So Venus of Wellingdorf is one of the most famous ones.
Okay.
And she's very full-figured, and she's very, she is one of the most ancient pieces of art that we would consider art. And she is, for whatever reason she's made, we're not sure why she's made. We can just think about why she's made. But she was voluptuous, and to the people at that time, there must have been a significant reason to make her the way she looks.
Yes.
And I have made several pieces in that vein. I also read one thing I thought was very interesting. One scientist's point of view was that, or one researcher's point of view is that it was made by women. And I thought, if that is in fact the case, that these sculptures were made by women, I come from a very long line of women making women sculptures. And I just thought, I was just delighted by that.
Yes, yes.
So I can show you a couple more examples of, to my Venuses.
Okay. Lovely. And you say the clay is from Trinidad itself.
So it's different types of clay I've been experimenting with, but I love the feel of our local clay. I love what it feels like to mold and to make. And this is the same clay that we make deers from.
Okay,
right. This is our clay. So that's the kind of reddish finish. You know, when it's fired, it looks like this.
Yes.
So this has been fired, and this is another kind of clay, another Venus type sculpture. This is a stoneware clay. She's not been fired yet.
Oh, okay.
She has a little bit more attitude about things.
Interesting.
And so she is she's very fragile because she's not fired yet.
Right, right.
And then I'd like to show you, this is a third one. Yet again, another kind of clay, and all different types of clay have different, they feel different, they like react differently. You can make more details or less details depending on the clay. And this one, she's very, very detailed.
Yes, yes.
And she is another Venus. So again, you know, some of these figures may not be what people in general or society or whatever considers to be beautiful. But I think
they're full figures, but they are beautiful. And not today.
I think they are beautiful.
Well, thank you so much for sharing those. Wonderful.
Most welcome.
So Simone, tell me, do you have any exhibitions going on at the moment?
Well, currently my piece Ayuri, that's why we had to use the videos, is at the Art Society of Trinidad and Tobago. They have an exhibition happening on called National Pride to coincide with Trinidad and Tobago Independence Day, which is on the 31st of August.
Right. And any other exhibitions?
So the Central Bank of Trinidad and Tobago's museum.
Yes.
They also have a a virtual exhibition.
Oh, a virtual exhibition, right.
Yes,
right.
and I have 2 pieces in that exhibition, which you can find the link actually through my Instagram profile.
Okay, so yeah, so tell the viewers how we can see your work. Since you mentioned it, let's talk about your social media, so,
yeah, so
people can see more of your work.
I'd love that. I'd love for you guys to see, because this is just a drop in the bucket of the things that I'm interested in. So I'm on Facebook,
yes,
and on Instagram, and both platforms. It is Simone Jacelon Art.
Okay, Simone Jacelon Art. So I'll put this in the video.
I appreciate that, because Jacelon is not an easy name to spell if you
Right.
don't know how to spell it.
So spell it out for us. For those who are...
Simone is Simone, Jacelon, Jacelon.
All right. Art. Very good. And viewers can also find my work on the website jennylyndjames.pixels.com, and on Instagram and Facebook, Art by Jennylynd James. That's Art by Jennylynd James. Well, thank you so much, Simone. That's all we have time for today. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate it.
This was fun. Thank you so much, Jennylynd. I appreciate you reaching out and being here. It's wonderful. Thank you.
All right. So don't forget, viewers, hit that subscribe button and tune in for the next exciting adventure, Art Snack. Bye, everybody.
Bye.